Well, Neil deGrasse Tyson does not like aliens, I found out, so he
Does
does not
not
believe
like-
in them.
He does not believe in them.
Yes, so he might not be behind this one.
That's fine.
Isn't that crazy for a scientist to say that?
I thought it was insane. I was listening to the Smartless podcast and I almost had to like shut it down because I was like, what in the world is happening here?
Like, it would make sense if a dummy like me was like, oh, no, I think we're the only ones, but why would
Neil
a
deGrasse
scientist...
I'm like,
You
like,
know it's
whoa.
infinite.
I know, exactly.
You have the telescope.
I know. That was really like mind-boggling to me.
Yeah.
So, but I hope the other science parts, maybe it'll get famous for Neil deGrasse Tyson.
I hope
speaking
all
out
the
against it.
kids like.
This is the Off the Break Podcast, your podcast dedicated to current movie theater news, operations, and insights from the people that book the movies.
Screaming into a new weekend here on Off the Break Podcast. Scream 7
I say.
now in theaters.
I had to count it, all of them in my head as well when I was trying to find our numbers to put into the Google algorithm.
When 1 and 5 were both Scream,
Yeah.
that's challenging.
They're all
Yeah.
they're pretty much all titled Scream up until like
Are they
number
just
5.
are they just numbers? Did they have like a breakdown like Scream the Final Cut?
I don't think so.
It's
No.
just Scream.
Because I was looking the other day, I had like a list of them for some reason, and I never saw one where there was like a subtitle.
Oh, geez.
Scream
That's ridiculous.
2, 3, 4 Scream. 6, 7.
Yeah. And the V's a 5, so that works perfectly.
That's hilarious.
Oh,
They're very direct, right to the point.
I like it.
Just like their commentary.
that's just like Paramount with the news this week, which we'll get into in a little bit.
Ooh, okay. I mean, I thought you were going to jump right in and be like, let's kick it off at the top.
No, the big Paramount news is that we have Jackass 5 in theaters in June.
Whew.
Wow. Exciting.
So that is kind of a surprise announcement, but this week we learned that a new Jackass movie is going to be in theaters June 26th of this year.
Yeah. Perfect little summer in between thing when we've got a lot of kids stuff in the market.
For sure.
I know Shayla and I are building schedules looking at June, and it's like
You guys planned when
Toy
to go see
Story
it.
and Minions and
Oh, yeah. Straight Disney, straight superhero movies for a very long time,
Sure.
which I'm thankful for.
There's many adults out here that are going to go, oh, thank God.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, there's a Disney screen and a Universal screen
Yes.
from Disclosure Day to Minions to Odyssey, depending on the print count. And then on the other side, it's Toy Story to Moana to
Minions is in between Moana and Toy Story.
Yeah, it's that
Like smack dab
It's
in
that
the
first
middle.
Wednesday of July, which
Yeah.
is what they always choose, which is great. But you pretty much have to choose in singles. It's one track or the other. It's Disney or Universal into Spider-Man,
Yeah.
which is going to be just massive. I mean, easily should be a top 5 finisher this year.
And then meanwhile, Jackass is right there, and it's just going to...
So for
I feel like it could hold steady
ones
during
and
that mess.
2s and 3s, like it's not going to be available. Like you're not going to have room because you have these monster big movies. But in these multiplexes, it's going to be one of those things where you open Jackass on the 26th and you're going to be like, that finished second? That finished third?
Yeah.
Like I thought people were over this, but it's as well as the number 4 did during COVID times, and I'm ready for it. Like this is setting up to be one of the best like 5 weeks of movie going for Cody ever. From Mortal Kombat, starting with Mortal Kombat, ending with Jackass V.
Well, let's even go before that. There's Hoppers, and then there's Mortal Kombat.
Yep.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
Masters of the Universe. I could see her.
Getting pumped for that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
excited for that one.
There really is a scenario where Jackass could have like a wider or a bigger opening or gross than like Disclosure Day. As much as I kind of hate to say that out loud, but
No, it's entirely possible just because it's the different thing sitting in here. Like, I know it's Steven Spielberg and it's aliens, but we haven't seen huge pops for Steven Spielberg stuff over the last 10 years. We haven't seen $100 million openings.
Right.
For sure.
yeah.
So just these little things in there that pick and choose. I mean, it's the same weekend that we had 3 years ago. Jim Caviezel one. I can never remember the name.
Sound of Freedom.
Yes,
Oh,
it's the
yes.
same weekend
Yeah.
before July 4th.
Yeah.
Where there's people that are finally out of school on the East Coast where they keep them forever.
Yeah. Especially with the snowstorm, school might be pushed back away.
Exactly.
Sorry, guys.
But then
Oh, no.
it's finally like summer. I mean, we have our big releases at the beginning of June, beginning of May, a lot of
Yeah.
places. But it's one of those spots where it's like that movie that's not the big mainstream movie can really hit. And I'm so excited for this and all the other ones that we've got scheduled throughout June that aren't the big ones because we know what those are going to do.
Right.
Yeah.
We know Toy Story is going to open 60 plus million. We know Minions is going to open 70 plus million. We know Moana is going to be 100 million opening, most likely. We know Odyssey is going to be 80 million opening because that's just what it does. And it's probably 8 hours long, so they can only get so many showings.
For sure.
But it's just awesome lineup. I'm so excited. And what do we have?
I have one more question about Jackass then. Do you guys think it's actually the last one? Either of you two can share about this because I don't follow Jackass.
I just don't even know how they're making this one. Like they're sober and like battling osteoporosis at
Right,
this age.
right.
Like I don't like are
No,
they
it's-
do they have stunt doubles? Like what's going on?
In the 2000s when Jackass was hitting its stride, and there was also a thing where people would get white T-shirts and write or make things on them.
Yep.
Were you around for this?
I recall it.
So I was in like middle school, early high school, and me and my friends made our own white T-shirts with slogans on them to go to the first Jackass movie on the Friday it opened. This is
beautiful.
I am so excited for this. This is my Odyssey for the summer. I am absolutely pumped for this.
That's awesome.
Dragging my
hilarious.
dad into the theater to watch us as to be with us because we weren't 17 yet.
Right. Okay.
My dad was
And he had
mortified.
I was gonna say he had a
the
great
entire
time.
Oh
Are you gonna take your kids to it?
no. No, 10 and 12, absolutely not. We've worked our
Those
way
are the
up.
perfect ages.
It's literally the perfect age.
Yeah.
It is, but it's just such a different time.
It's
than
the
it was.
2020s.
it's such.
It's a
Why
miracle
is
there's
it a
a
different
fifth
time?
one.
That's crazy.
why is it a different time now?
Okay,
versus
why is it a
25?
different time for
I'm
young
pretty
kids
sure
to hurt
another
themselves?
parent would call the authorities to arrest Ken if they saw him dragging his kids to Jackass.
The nudity, the swearing,
Karens.
it's just not. It's just not the world we live in right now.
No.
That being said, they have been exposed to all of the MTV episodes in the first movie.
Well, that's at home. That's fine.
It goes a whole different.
Yeah.
It takes a very aggressive turn after the first movie, where they're like, "Oh, we can do whatever we want now." How much nudity can we put on film?
Right. When will they say no?
You run a tight ship over there.
Well, what did Thursday night look like for Scream, Kyle?
The trades are saying 7.5 million in previews.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I mean, we were seeing the tracking on this movie have a massive jump in these last few weekends, but with franchises, you can see like the dwindling of the returns that you
Yeah.
get, but maybe this one is going to be on track to stay even with the fifth and sixth one.
And this trailer looked great.
It really did. And it has the original cast, which I'm not familiar with the whole franchise, but is that for like all of them?
I mean, I
I
would
think there's
assume
bits and pieces.
Okay.
For what I've accumulated across the
they brought
times.
back Campbell and Courtney Cox. I think her ex-husband as well also appeared back.
He died in one of them. but
Right,
then
in one of the
he's-
new ones.
Yeah.
I'm
Number
saying this without
number,
watching.
number 5, but
Yeah.
this trailer with the person falling off the stairs and the person in the mask holding up the knife and them falling on it, I was like, oh, this is good. Like,
Yeah.
this is perfect for this audience.
For some reason, the Scream iconography always has juice to it.
Oh my gosh. And it's such like an online presence too, because there was
Yeah.
like a whole trend, I think it was last year, of like boyfriends in the Scream masks and their girlfriends and
yeah.
stuff, like doing cute little poses and everything.
The,
Like,
the mask is so good for them
Yeah.
to have created something different in the 90s after the hockey mask and Freddy Krueger and Michael Myers. Like,
Yeah.
to bring something new into this and then have it last 30 years.
yeah,
It's
Practically.
really impressive.
Yeah.
it is really impressive.
So I'm pumped for this $40+ million opening. I think the trades were looking at 40 as their maximum. and now it's looking at 7 million. It could be beyond that for basically one showing last night.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I guess that's going to do well for heading into March, where we have 2 major titles, but I don't think it's anything else necessarily noteworthy beyond that. Am I being too harsh about March, or what do you guys think?
It's lean, but it's not the Marches, Aprils of the past where we have nothing.
Yeah.
And we need the Godzilla at the end of March to carry all of April.
Sure.
I mean, Hopper's, by all accounts, should open 250. Like, that's should be the thing. Pixar, Spring Break, like, we should see that $50 million number. And then we need Project Hail Mary to open over that.
Yeah.
Like, we need it to keep Amazon interested in keeping films in theaters. We need it to boost Ryan Gosling up to this actual movie star status to where everything he opens to 50 million, no matter how weird or wild it is. Like, we need these to do this, and they should. There's no reason why these shouldn't.
Yeah. Shayla, if you want to chime in with Hoppers, we have seen lately that Pixar has not been hitting their stride in terms of capturing the audience attention to come to theaters for these titles. Do you feel like Hoppers could like be an exception to that? Because it does feel like it's in a different tone of voice, in a different vein that, at least in my opinion, feels like it's more suited for kids of today as compared to what their methods have been in years past.
Yeah, I think that it's really similar to like The Wild Robot, and I think that will like draw people in because I feel like kids really loved The Wild Robot. Kids and parents did.
It did very
Talking
well.
woodland creatures, let's go.
Yeah, with robots and like science
Yeah.
and stuff in it, and it's not. I think there's no like political undertones that we know of, you know. So I think it's just going to be a really good like fun family movie, and I'm gonna go see it tomorrow. So.
Yeah.
I'll report back.
Yeah, please do. At the very least, in terms of undertones or subtext, it's going to be what Pixar usually does with,
Yeah.
emotions.
Yeah, exactly.
But even still, the tone of voice and the comedy just feels so different from most of what they've done that I feel like it's actually going to be well suited for younger audiences, and it gives me hope. I feel like this is the most hope I've had with Pixar in the last couple of years.
Yeah, it's really like unique and it's a fun concept and everything, and it looks like they did put effort into writing it.
Yeah.
Disney does these special early screenings on movies they have a lot of faith in.
Yes.
At
Yeah.
select
And that's what
locations.
happened here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they movies they don't trust, movies that are 20th Century or Searchlight, have these embargoes on reviews until the Thursday early shows and nothing really comes out. If they have a lot of faith in something that's not going to open to 100 million because it's not Inside Out 2, because it's not Deadpool, they'll have these select location Saturday screenings the week before, and then the reviews come. Then they allow the reviews to come out, and they're like, "That was so cute. That was so great." And it just builds the word of mouth in the industry. This is going to play so well. Any place like our small towns are going to way over index on this.
Yeah.
Like where we sit as independent film buyers out in the Northwest woods, like we're gonna see all of our little towns do crazy numbers because I've seen a bear before, I've seen a beaver before.
Right.
In New York City, they're gonna be like, this was nothing, like this was embarrassing.
Yeah.
And then in Virginia and Montana and Wyoming, there's gonna be these big numbers that we aren't used to seeing for mid-level March openings.
Could very well happen.
Yeah.
So I want to also talk about Project Hail Mary a little more, because
Kyle's reading the book.
well, I have been reading the book, but that's not the reason why.
Amazing.
I just want to talk about like the zeitgeist of it, I suppose. I feel like that the industry itself is laying this out as like the title for the first quarter of the year, which makes sense. It's a big space action comedy type movie, but due to seeing how Ryan Gosling movies have grossed over the course of his career, they haven't been like the biggest grosses necessarily for the majority of them, along with just being a little unsure about the hype surrounding the book in general. I'm just wondering what your guys' viewpoint is. That is like the rest of the audience agreeing with the industry about this feeling like a special event to go see? Because I know that Alyssa is on that side, whereas Cody and I feel a bit pessimistic about like overall how this is going to do and if this is going to have as big of a pop as it very well could.
Yeah, I'm definitely worried about this one.
Yeah.
We need Amazon with the consolidation we'll talk about later. We need Amazon to step out as a major studio.
Yes.
We need them to have major releases that take up screens from other majors. Like people are choosing to play Amazon over other studios, because then we need those other studios to step up their game, and we need major competition. Where we thought A24 was moving into the space, and they've struggled with 90% of their titles hitting mainstream markets.
Yeah.
We thought they were going to do it, but we need Amazon to do it. We need Lionsgate to step back in with Michael and Hunger Games. We need as much competition at the top of our industry for the small town theaters that we generally work with.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, if you have 10 screens, you need as much product as possible. You need less consolidation. You just need movies to run through your theater.
More is good.
Yeah.
But for the little guys that Shayla and I deal with on a daily basis, you need real big movies that run into each other. And, we have 3 great weeks, and then we have another big movie that's 2 or 3 great weeks. And we need that constant flow of big movies and people competing for this. But I'm oversaturated with advertising for this already.
I think I am too.
Being a Amazon Prime shopper, like
helps.
It's everywhere.
Yes.
It's in my algorithm. I was really frustrated when they showed the alien in the second trailer.
It's not much of a spoiler.
When
you read the book.
It feels like it in that regard. Like,
I can get it, yeah.
So, and it was just like, we need a big push. And there's going to be a massive push. Like, this is going to be everywhere. Even if it's not in your algorithm, it's going to be everywhere. And
they definitely are trying.
They always say these big movies have whatever their budget is. The marketing budget is
another 100 million when it's that
double what it is, what the production budget is.
Oh, double.
But not.
Okay.
If it's 100 million, it's another 100 million for marketing.
Okay.
So you would expect something like this, but with Amazon having their hooks into us with our phones, with Whole Foods, God forbid you have to shop there, but it's going to be everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere. So I'm hopeful. We need the competition. We need people to come out and support this. Even if you're on the fence about it, we need you to buy a ticket to it.
And go see it, because it may be fun.
Yeah, go see it, go experience it, see what other studios can do.
Yeah.
They have a star. They have the budgets to do all of the special effects look incredible.
Yeah, for sure.
The tie-ins with the candy, please let this one work. 50 should be an embarrassing number for a movie this big.
Yeah.
Shayla, how about you add on then?
I just think that there's really no reason that I would see for people to not go and see this movie, but I think we have seen that audience members it's really impossible to predict what they're really going to go for and everything. So as much as I hope that this movie is big and it has all the qualities of being a big movie, I'm just curious. I'm a little pessimistic, but I'm really hoping.
And the Martian, which was Andy Weir's last movie, was not. I think it opened to between 50 and 60 million. It was not a huge moneymaker for Fox at the time.
But it still carried very well.
And it was an excellent movie. It was very critically acclaimed.
Yes.
Scientists were all over it. You had Neil deGrasse Tyson out there being all excited about how great it was.
Audiences clearly liked it. It was a breezy movie despite all the science talk to just enjoy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Neil deGrasse Tyson does not like aliens, I found out, so he does not believe in them.
He does not believe in them.
Yes, so he might not be behind this one.
That's fine.
Isn't that crazy for a scientist to say that?
I thought it was insane. I was listening to the Smartless podcast and I almost had to shut it down because I was like, what in the world is happening here?
It would make sense if a dummy like me was like, oh no, I think we're the only ones, but why would
Neil deGrasse Tyson,
a scientist?
I'm like,
it's
whoa.
infinite.
I know, exactly.
You have the telescope.
I know. That was really mind-boggling to me.
Yeah.
So, but I hope the other science parts. Maybe it'll get famous for Neil deGrasse Tyson.
I hope
speaking
all
out against
the
it.
kids. I remember being obsessed with. It was dinosaurs and then space.
Of course.
As kids, but my kids are into robots and and music, which is great. But it's space, man.
Yeah. It's cool. Like even as a kid, like I wasn't into space, but I still associated with space. Like eventually you're like, oh yeah, Jupiter.
You can name all the planets and you can have the conversation about aliens do exist because space is infinite.
Right.
Like something has to have happened.
Mm-hmm.
I have 2 UFO tattoos, so
we know where her loins lie. No wonder he betrayed you.
Shayla's the girl on top of the building in Independence Day. Take me with you.
If the aliens do invade, it will be the mark where they're like, "You're the chosen one."
I know.
Shayla's
I'll be their number one.
Yeah, that's when it's on the news. She's like, "I told you," and like, we weren't arguing with you.
We agreed. Let us in.
I call into work. I'm like, sorry, I've been beamed up. Like,
I'm the queen.
Yeah.
Why are we in the office today? You thought we were here? There's aliens, man.
I'll just leave a voicemail.
Have you guys looked outside?
Come up here. It's great.
Oh, well, speaking of doomsday.
Yeah.
It has come. We got the information last night through every media source.
Yep.
That Netflix has bowed out, and the lesser of two evils looks like it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Paramount, with their massive amount of debt, is buying Warner Brothers with their massive amount of debt.
And together they'll make one big old pile of debt that...
that has to redo Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter and...
any other type of IP that you can imagine.
Top Gun and...
Well, that one we've been clamoring for. That one's okay.
Paramount has everything, the table set.
There is the small caveat that it's possible that Congress won't let this happen, even though the case may be that they will probably let that happen anyway.
What, for monopoly laws or something like
Yes.
that?
Yeah,
Those
remember
even
those?
exist anymore?
I just have seen that in every article so far where it's like, you need to mention that it's
big
possible,
caveat
but
on
it's
it.
like, if it hasn't happened before, it's...
If it hasn't happened to Pepsi, it's never going to happen.
Yeah, exactly. Like, what is the difference?
Politics aside,
Yeah.
like, we are going to see another major consolidation in studios that we haven't seen since 2018 when Disney purchased Fox and Searchlight and put everything under one roof. And it looks like that's something we're going to see again. We survived it once. As exhibitors, we will survive it again.
Somehow it feels tamer.
It's just the sign of the times, I think, more so because...
It's the hip thing to do.
Yeah.
Consolidate.
We're going to see consolidation, which, again, gives space in... Because Paramount is not going to put Warner Brothers titles against them for competition. So we're not going to see a Paramount and a Warner Brothers title same weekend for release.
Oh, no.
Maybe not even back-to-back weekends. So we're going to see... every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks, instead of seeing these in active competition with each other.
It'll probably be the same as what Fox and Searchlight have to schedule around for Disney titles.
Yeah, very similar. It's not the end of the world, but it is a company buying another company that understands the money and the business of theatrical releases, which Wall Street Journal and CNN and CNBC, MSNBC are all the sky is falling. Like, this is... But for our industry, this is the devil we know. Like,
first time.
it's not Netflix buying him and saying, you know what, Dune 2 at Christmas is now a Netflix release. If you want to see it, grab your phone.
Yeah, no matter how much Sarandos was saying that they would have done the 45-day exclusivity thing.
Liars.
Yeah,
there's nothing written in stone with any of these.
No.
And Paramount's the same way. If they have 2 major releases and they see one as an HBO Max release or a Paramount Plus release, that could very well happen, that a movie moves. But at least both of these studios have seen success with theatrical in the last few years to the point where they're like, oh, we are... Like, it's an understood that they're going to release these in theaters first.
Yes, although it is still possible that it is more likely that Paramount will stay true to the theatrical model of things, but it's not to say that they wouldn't switch things to where something is a theatrical release initially and then it goes to streaming down the road. Like that Avatar animated Last Airbender movie that was supposed to come out later this year. Earlier this year, they announced that it's going to be a streaming-only release. Like, it's still very possible that changes like that could happen.
WB has a string of these with Batgirl and Coyote versus Acme. And
they didn't even put it on streaming services,
Right.
A lot of battles in those couple of years.
It's absolutely possible. But at least we have people that have, like, in their chain of command, they have someone that understands theatrical, that will fight for it, that has fought for it, because we have had releases. And there's things in the works, like they're not going to cancel projects that are already paid for 3 years out.
Yeah.
Like we have our own window of 36 months where things have already been paid for, contracts have already been signed, like things have to be put into place. And if they're successful, which with the calendar we have coming up, they should be, like 26 is going to be better than 24 and 25. And 27 is going to be a year possibly that lights the world on fire.
Are you talking about Warner Bros. Specifically?
Just the whole industry.
In general. Gotcha.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, then we have a Sinners 2 that's going to happen. We have Minecraft 2 that's going to happen. We have a Top Gun that's sitting out there that will happen at some point before Tom Cruise's ultimate demise.
If it kills him.
At 145 years old. So we're going to see this happen, at least for a period that contracts have been signed, projects have been greenlit, that things will be in theaters. And as long as Warner Bros. And Paramount, Viacom, Discovery, Entity is putting out films, Disney and Universal are going to fight against them so that they don't become number one.
Yeah.
Because the top of the hill has been Disney and Universal just fighting for spots back and forth depending on who has the better release over time.
I think with this change that's coming as well down the road, I think we're still going to see a mixture of movies that cater to a lot of different audiences, especially when it comes to the IP realm. So something just to think about in the future is that it's still going to be very IP based for like the rest of this decade. But the mixture of like what their smaller titles could be, I don't know. It just varies on maybe what they want to do with smaller titles in terms of like having Warner Bros. Specifically utilize those smaller titles, or maybe sadly they could become streaming fodder. Like there still is a bit of unknowns despite like the theatricalness of it all for how they're gonna game plan for owning like another studio.
Incredibly unknown, but we do know what Netflix would have done.
Yes.
Torpedoed the industry. It would have been great for consumers. Like things would have been available on your phone the day after it was finished edited. It would have been like, right here, we've got it. It's ready to go.
Yeah.
The devil we know, guys. I promise. Like this is the better option. It doesn't seem like it the way everybody's reporting on it from outside the industry, the consolidation, all this stuff.
And there's a right to be concerned. It's not like monopolies are like,
of course.
In my opinion, I don't believe them to be good.
But I always thought like Comcast coming in could have swung either way in a crazy way. And we knew what Netflix was going to do. At least Paramount has a studio that was built from releasing in theaters to captive audiences.
Yeah.
At least there's something there.
Yeah. They can't do their budget BS though. It's so crazy dealing with them.
Talk more,
So
Shayla. What are your
wild.
thoughts here?
I don't have anything nice to say, so I don't think I'm gonna keep it to myself.
That's very fair.
When you cut corners in a business to the extreme degree, it shows, and theaters notice it. So, like even our single screen theaters notice it. Mm-hmm. So I
Absolutely.
think that Paramount has to keep that in mind.
And hopefully they do. I know that's a big ask and a big if, but unfortunately, with what we've learned from the last monopoly that's happened, it's wait and see, stay the course, and believe in your business, believe in yourselves, and believe in the product that's going to be coming out. Yeah. Oh shoot! I thought I had another thought, but I just lost it. It's what a crazy string of events.
Yeah.
I know.
Was. Like I know that we talked like a few weeks ago about Paramount is still trying to do things to make this happen, but I'm shocked that it actually worked out this way.
You know,
I am too. I thought Netflix had it.
I love the idea that debt continues to purchase more debt, though. I mean, this mountain that there's sinkholes.
It doesn't make any sense.
There's sinkholes in LA that couldn't hold this amount of money.
No.
No.
Maybe
This amount of gold, this amount of diamonds couldn't be held in the biggest sinkhole in LA County.
Maybe
I would love to see a credit score for these companies.
I don't.
No, it's whatever the maximum score is, obviously.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Maybe this is the thought that I had before I had a brain fart. I wonder if even we're going to see this Paramount Warner Bros. Thing come to fruition that much, because there's just so much of a hole to dig yourselves out of. Like, how can you possibly come back from that. Like, I know these studios work in like a way to where they're always in the negative, but this is like next level for the amount of money that Paramount is throwing.
Not to get political, Kyle, but they're waiting for approval from the U.S. government, who I believe is doesn't owe anyone any money. Like, we don't have any sort of shortfall in budgets or anything like that.
Maybe.
So I think they'll get this one through because
Oh, I love corporate bailouts.
I was going to be okay with
will-
this being rhetoric,
Yeah.
but
the congressman will laugh at the amount you want to borrow. $100 billion. Hilarious.
shoo shoo. Take it and go.
That's so cute.
That just may be the case. I don't know. I feel like eventually they're going to realize that they're in a terrible position and would want to bail. I mean, that's what the guy over at Warner Bros. Did. That was the whole plan. It was.
Yeah, of course it was.
It was. He's not involved anymore. We can say it out loud.
We're kicking this can down the road.
Yeah.
There's an incredible amount of debt. Theaters, as we know them now, won't exist in 100 years. Like, we've had a great run as an industry. But theaters in 1926 would not recognize theaters now other than seeing that there's seats and you stare at a screen.
Yeah.
Like, everything else is different.
Yeah.
So it's going to look different a century from now. So we just have to roll with the punches and deal with this.
Like we always have.
We always have.
It's a Tuesday.
We're punching bags for this industry as exhibitors, but keep them coming.
Yeah. We know we can take it at this point.
Yeah.
Holy.
I thought DVD was the end of the world.
Yeah. That's cute. Watch this.
There'll be a Wall-E out there, like 100 years in the future, that has a little screening room or something.
Oh, yeah.
When we're all long gone.
Oh, yeah.
I'm old enough. You guys aren't, but I'm old enough that, if technology keeps going at this pace, I'm going to be a retirement age when there's like real self-driving cars and like robots to put my socks on.
Yeah.
It's going to be bitching.
You'll be...
You guys are going to be struggling. You're going to have to be like, we put socks on with real people. And I'm going to be like, give me my robot, baby. Let's do this.
Yeah, you're like, I got Social Security. You guys didn't.
Yeah, right. That's really... Let's get political here. Oh, man. All right.
Well, with nothing more to say, I guess we can finish off with the popcorn bucket pick. I feel like based on the vibe that this wasn't really a movie that everyone liked, the hockey movie Slapshot. So we don't have to make this a super long discussion if you don't want it to. Who wants to kick things off?
I'll start as the elder statesman here. Like, I grew up around movies like this, like the slow burn comedy, things happening in the background that you had to point out to your buddies to see. Obviously, most of the comedy doesn't fit in 2026.
No.
The hockey was decent. Like,
It was fine.
It was fine.
But I don't know.
There's better sportsmen. I do not understand Paul Newman at all. I don't understand the excitement about Paul Newman, the legacy about Paul Newman.
This might be a hot take.
All
I
the
don't
movies-
know.
The main guy?
Yes.
I thought he was very handsome.
He is very handsome.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Okay.
I 1000% the fact that he was Rock Hudson.
Right.
Like, he was the guy. If Paul Newman walked into your restaurant, it was something that you talked about for the existence of the restaurant.
He was so cool.
He was Sinatra. Like, he
Yeah.
was the guy, and I don't get it.
And there's always those actors where everyone's fanning over them, and you're like,
Yeah.
eh.
I could see it just from his face. I don't know
His
anything
face?
about him.
His face, his personality, and his whole vibe.
No, I mean, inappropriate humor in the vein of Porky's and Animal House that was one of the movies then. It falls flat now.
Yeah, but yes, in terms of like the slurs that are thrown around as if it's just another basic word. Yeah, for sure.
As I'm watching
I was fanning myself.
As
I was
I'm
I
watching
know.
it alone, and I'm like, oh, no.
yeah.
I know. That one scene where she's like admitting, I don't know. That was so strange. It's like really centered around male fantasy, I think, the whole thing.
It to a degree, although I'm pretty sure, I don't know if the director was a man, but the writer of this was a woman.
Kyle, it was the 70s.
Yes, but the writer of this movie was a woman.
Yeah. That's great.
I think that's
interesting.
I think that's
Yeah.
very surprising.
That is very surprising.
That is
to
incredibly
me.
surprising. But like, yeah, to have a topless woman confessing to a lesbian experience while in bed,
I think that it could have been.
it was like, whoa.
But sorry, how about you? You go ahead, Shayla.
I think it could have been really like a good, like meaningful scene if everything around it wasn't so crazy. You know, like I could see it in a different setting to where it would be a good scene.
Oh, in a dramatic scene where she's like confessing this to a person that she was in love with or falling in love with and like really like heartbroken.
Yeah, like her husband that she hasn't seen for a while.
Yeah.
Like I think that was really like I liked, you know, that, but everything around it I'm like this is just feels yucky.
I agree with that partially. I think what I wound up appreciating about this movie was that it was like a symbol of a comedy trying to emulate like the sex positive, very dark character driven tones and stories that were really being told in the 70s, because a lot of 70s cinema, from what I gather, was a lot of that, was a lot of like very creator driven, like personal voice, talking about like the state of the world and the state of a person, even all the way down to like sexuality, which wasn't very common at all until 70s film. Not saying that it ages very well necessarily, but like the things they're trying to do, even in like the setting of it being about a hockey team that is like the center of a town in the Midwest, is very surprising stuff to like have as your movie. Like I'm impressed and appreciate that, but as a sports movie and like as a comedy, maybe it is like this 2026 vision I have of the world, but it just doesn't land with me.
It doesn't land, but I could see how progressive it was back
For
in
the
the
time.
day and how shocking it might be to maybe like their parents or whatever.
Totally.
But yeah, for it immediately to turn around and start using those slurs was pretty shocking.
Yeah.
Like it was pretty bad, I think.
Absolutely. But yet also it was of the times as well, not to excuse it, but especially for the Midwest and how angry people were with each other just for the sake of like a sports team, and just the town itself was about to lose something very big and very meaningful, work wise. Like it did add to like everyone just being angry at each other. That's just how they spoke. But
definitely.
But I still agree with you regardless. But it helps with like the landscape and the timing of this movie coming out.
Paul Newman betting these women and then like still fawning after his ex-wife. He was a loser. Like
no,
it was like, oh, sad dog. You have your own salad dressing? Are you out of your mind?
Is that guy?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's definitely a story about a loser,
hilarious.
but I don't know if it knows that it's a story about a loser, at least from the director's point of view.
Right. No, he's the least losery of the losers.
Yeah.
He's the leader of the losers.
Right.
Well, time to get into our new bucket.
Yeah, we've said enough about this.
We have odd couples movies in here.
What
So
we've chosen.
we left it pretty wide open, so
We have found out that we don't know what that means necessarily. So, okay, let's... Shayla, what do you think
I
means?
thought that it primarily was about like odd romantic couples, like kind of unique love stories, or like people that didn't really match together, with like kind of the offshoot of like maybe like a comedy duo or something like that.
And I would flip it around. I would say that it's the comedy duo thing with an offshoot of being a romantic version of that.
Yeah.
And I would think it was just a unique pairing. That was either the start of a genre of movies or something that was just so different. White and black, male and female, man and dog. Like something that was so different at the time that people were like, oh, this is a new genre or subgenre. We're going to start over with this.
Okay.
Not specifically the Odd Couple with Jack Lemmon and Walter Matthau, but something so drastically different. So I can't wait for Shayla to pick one out of Gary D. Snake.
Gary the Snake. Okay. Let's see.
Is it mine? Is it mine? Is it mine?
Oh, I got mine.
It's got a picture on it.
It's So I Married an Axe Murderer. I've never seen this
Mike
one.
Myers.
Yeah.
I don't think I know anything about this. Can we show the picture here? I probably can zoom up on it.
It's an axe.
Oh, okay.
I like it. It's creative.
One end and was not sure.
Yeah, I just picked this because I was, I feel like for my vision of odd couples, I feel like I've picked everyone that I know. So I just wanted to pick this one.
All right. Mike Myers movie that wasn't Austin Powers pulled out of the bucket first.
I know.
Or
I've been
Shrek.
wanting to see this
Yeah,
one.
honestly, I don't know what else I've seen, so that'll be fun.
This is in the vein of all the like bad to marginal like SNL type movies.
Oh,
okay.
yeah, it was that. Yeah.
Oh no.
So it probably was a skit at one point.
Oh, absolutely. This was something that was dreamed up in an SNL dressing room.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay.
Oh, I'm pumped for this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Great
something
pick.
fun.
Awesome.
All right. Well, everybody, enjoy the big grosses from Scream this week. And then we have Hoppers and the neo-noir, horror, sexy, violent
Bonnie and Clyde.
Bride.
Oh,
Style.
yes. Exciting.
I'm hopeful for that one. Looks like a cool movie.
It does.
We'll check that out.
All right. On that note, everybody have a nice warm weekend in your neck of the woods. We'll see you
right.
next week.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.